What's up, everyone? Well, I'm back again, and today I'm going to talk about my summer camp story 2, which took place in 2009, throughout the whole summer of 2009, basically. My second time at summer camp. And I'm going to be talking, and I'm just going to be, actually, damn, uh, actually, what I'm going to do is there's a lot of stuff that went on in the summer. There was a lot of stuff that went on in the summer and stuff like that. A lot more adventures that happened. A lot more, a lot more stuff that happened in 2008 summer camp, which I talked about in the previous video and stuff like that. Well, to start it off, on the first day of summer camp, the, the first day of summer camp of 2009, I went to daycare and we drove to Woe. We drove to summer camp. As we drive to summer camp, we got there and we met new friends because we sat in a circle and basically we were like meeting new friends in a circle and all of that and stuff like that. And then after that, we had we had we did activities, we had fun and all of that, and we went swimming on a Wednesday, I guess. Then on a Friday, the first week there, we had a summer blast party again, like we did in summer of 2008 and stuff like that. And basically after that week, uh, this this kid came along with his little brother, and these two are going to appear in this story. Are going to appear, going to show up a lot. They're basically going to just show up a lot in the story and stuff like that. I don't know their names or anything, but I just know their faces, pretty much. And as I saw this new kid and this his little brother, they they started messing me a lot. And at summer camp, they started messing with me every day and stuff like that. And I remember one time when I was in the pool, there was there, he, I was at another part of the pool and stuff like that. Then I saw him swimming in the pool, and he came towards me. And I was running from him. I was basically running from him in the water, and he was trying to drag me underwater to drown me or something. And I kicked him in the face, and he let go after that. And his little brother, he was coming for me as well. He was trying to get me and all of that, and I had to get away from him. I had to just get away from him, and I went to another part of the pool. But after that, we, after that time, I guess we we had us we had like acrobats and stuff like that. We had these acrobats. We were flipping and all of that, which I forgot to mention in the 2008 story, the previous video I did. There was like acrobats. We did flipping and stuff like that, and I remember doing flipping because and stuff like that. But I don't like do flippings no more. I did them when I was a kid, but I don't do them at all no more now and stuff like that. Then then after that, in late June, uh, all for some reason, going to the locker room, all of a sudden I had a sudden fear. I really have a sudden fear of going into the locker room for some reason. I don't know why. It just came upon me. It just came out of nowhere, basically. And I always had this sudden fear of going into the locker room and stuff like that because I didn't have this before. So I don't know what was going on. But but that's why, like, I remember the time I always like hurry up and put my stuff on and get out of the locker room and stuff like that. But like over the time, it disappeared. I didn't have that feeling no more. And after that, I remember being in the pool with my friends. We were by the place that you get out of the water near the stairway and stuff like that. We were hanging near the stairway. And then some guy knocked me into the water and I went under the water, basically. I went under the water and I saw under the water. Then I came out the water and my eyes were stinking since it was chlorine water. And I had to get out, get a cloth, and wipe my eyes out and get back into the pool. And and after that day, stuff was just going well. It was pretty much going good. Then Transformers 2 came around because uh, at the time, Transformers 2 like was mentioned a lot and all that. Everyone was like talking about it, and I saw the trailers for it, and it looked like a nice movie. It looked like it's gonna be an awesome movie, and I was hyped for it. And I remember at the time we were going to see Transformers 2. Uh, we went to the south side to this IMAX theater to see Transformers 2 and all of that. Then I went back to summer camp for some time. Then soon after that, I went on vacation for a week. Then after that, it was July, and when I came in July, that bully was that that kid and the other little brother, which I mentioned earlier in the video. Were messing me again, time and time again, and all of that. Uh, then but I got through it though. But I got through it, and I just had to deal with it. And then later on, I remember meeting this old guy. He looked like he to be in the 60s or something. He wasn't 50 years old. He didn't look 50 years old. This guy looked like he was in his 60s, and he used to hang out with me on the bleachers. And we were talking and stuff like that and all that. And we were like friends. We were close friends. To be honest, we were just close friends and stuff like that. And basically he hanged out with me every day. Literally hang out with me every day. And and he had a chain around his neck. He had like a gold chain around his neck and stuff like that. Then after that time, I didn't see him again. He just disappeared. And I think by now, I guess he would have been probably in his late 70s at this point. He could probably be in his late 70s at this point or something like that. I was thinking he'll be 80, but that's not possible. I think in his late 70s at this point and stuff like that. And then after that, we went to south of St. Louis to this school, and it was a nice looking school. Actually, when this actually it wasn't a school; it was another summer camp, and it was called dang, I forgot what it's called. I'm going to look it up. Uh, where is it? What it was called? Oh, it's called 12th and Park. Now I remember. It's called 12th and Park. Basically, that's what it's called. Uh, and we went there. Then after that, we went back to the summer camp. Then, uh, meanwhile, at daycare, we uh, basically we were hanging at daycare and stuff like that, and in every afternoon because after we come back from summer camp, we go back to the daycare. And at the time, they had some new pets. And they were like dogs. They're like puppy dogs, and they used to run around the house a lot, and I had to like run away from them and stuff like that because every time they get near me, I had to like run away because I just couldn't handle being around dogs. And it still happens now. I can't handle being around dogs. I just have like a habit of just running away from them and stuff like that. Uh, but eventually, like a week or two later, they got rid of them. They didn't want them no more. So, so that was the end for that. Then, then after that, then after that, like the summer, like the people at summer camp announced that we're going to see Transformers 2 in the movie theater, and we were all excited and stuff like that. And I remember at the time during that, everyone was talking about The Dark Knight, which most kids are not going to talk about now because all about now is about Star Wars and Marvel, pretty much now. But then they talked about the Batman stuff. Like they were saying that his girlfriend carved the scars around him and stuff like that, but in reality, he did not do that. They didn't know his dad carved those that scars around his face, stuff like that. But you don't will not see conversations like that no more. You really won't see conversations like that no more because all of it is about what I said before. And then we went on that day. I on that day we went on the buses and we went to downtown. I actually went to Midtown at the Central West End, which is basically part of Midtown. And we got off the bus and we went into the movie theater and stuff like that. Then then I sat with my friend at the time and stuff like that. We enjoyed the movie. There was laughs. There was people getting sad that Optimus died because no one said anything when Optimus died. They were just shocked it happened and stuff like that. Uh, then like I remember my friend throughout the movie, he couldn't explain what was going on in it, like why the characters keep like coming back, why this is happening, why this is happening, and he was and when I flash back to this nowadays and back in 2016, 2016, 2017, he reminded me a lot like Chris Tuckman, basically. He reminded me a lot like him. He's he, like when he reviews movies and stuff like that. Why this happened? Why this taking place and stuff like that. He was like a younger critic. That's basically what he is. He's basically like a younger critic and stuff like that. And I try to explain to him that the reason why this character disappeared is that was not him. That was just someone else. Then the desert battle. Then actually, let me go talk about mudflaps and skids. Everyone enjoyed mudflaps and skids in the theater. They were laughing at them and all of that what they're doing, and I was laughing at them as well. So is my friend. And when it comes to like the desert battle, everyone enjoyed the desert battle and stuff like that. But when it got to like the end though, my my friend was thinking that Megatron died at the end, but I kept telling him that he was still alive, but he didn't want to believe me. So I kept telling him that that was not Megatron. That was, I mean, that Megatron lived, but he said he didn't live, and we just got into it for a little while. Then after that, my friend that was with me in theater as we were leaving the theater, uh, he disappeared, and I never saw him again. It's like he vanished, and I never saw him at all again. And after that, it was we had a Summer Blast too, the second Summer Blast party, and everyone was there. Everyone was like, actually, I forgot to mention we did some arts and crafts. Basically, arts and crafts is like a club or something that you like do like strings and put them together and make stuff. It's basically when you make stuff out of other stuff. And we used to take it home because I had one as well, but I lost mine over the years, probably around 2012 or 2010 or something like that. And after Summer Blast 2, the final day of summer camp. And the final day of summer camp was time to go back to the City Museum for the second time. And on this day, I was excited. Everyone at the summer camp was excited to go back and stuff like that. And so we had to pick a group to hang with. So at the time, so I was trying to get, so I was trying to, at the time, I didn't want to hang with like the other people. I just want to hang out with my own friends, but from daycare. But they were basically all girls. I just want to be with all the girls and stuff like that. So I picked them with arts and crafts. And after that, we went on the bus. Actually, my other daycare friends weren't around at the time. They were just in other groups. And we went, basic, and anyways, we went to the City Museum. We drove over there to downtown. We got out and we went upstairs and we went to that room that we went in 2008 and stuff like that. And basically, we got settled and we got into our groups. And I got into my group. And we went our own ways. Uh, first in my group, we went to outside and we climbed like the stuff that was outside and stuff to the plane and stuff like that. And we went to the ball pit that we never that I never did in the previous summer in 2008. I didn't do that in the previous summer, and I didn't know they had a ball pit until that time. Then then after that, I remember going across this tightrope. I guess there was water in the middle, and there was like this tightrope across the middle, and I had to like like it was tightrope had to like do this. Basically, I had to. I was like this, and I had to do this across it. Basically, put my hands on it and do like tiptoe across it. Uh, then I fell into the water, and I because I couldn't keep my balance and stuff like that. Then we went to the caves. Now when we went to the caves, everything in my everything that happened in my group just got out of hand. Basically, because everything fell apart. Everything fell apart for my own group because they said I wasn't keeping up with them, and I was kept doing stuff that I wasn't supposed to do and stuff like that. And the girls were getting mad and stuff like that and yelling at me and stuff. Then I just continued to walk with them and stuff like that. And we went to this humongous cave. It was so huge. This place is so big. It was these caves that we were in were so were so big than the other places in the entire same museum. And we stumbled across these crystals that were glowing and stuff like that. And it was like a beautiful sight to see. Then after that, we went into like these tunnels, and we went to this place that we had to go across. And the other girls got across this place, but I couldn't get across it because I couldn't fit through, or I couldn't just get across it. And the girls were screaming at me to come on, but I couldn't go on because I didn't know how to get over that way and stuff like that. So they would just keep yelling at me and stuff like that to come on and stuff. But I couldn't. So I had to go another way. But eventually I got over there where they're at and stuff like that. And to note this big place that we were in is not even open anymore. It closed in 2010 and stuff like that when we got back to the same museum. But I'm gonna go in depth about that in my summer camp story 3 video, which will be uploaded probably 2 weeks from now or so, because I'm going to be doing Fantasy Star, talking about it, and and like uploading like other videos that's coming on here from my past. But anyways, I'm going back to the story. We went to this 10-story slide that was on the roof basically, and we as we were going there, I finally was able to get on a slide, and we slide all the way down. And there was like, I remember seeing like there was holes in it, so I had to be careful not to slide down the hole because it was just cracks and stuff like that. And eventually I got down to the bottom, and I got off of it and went back to my group. Something was in my throat. I had to get it out. Anyways, next we went to another part of the Sea Museum where there was you have to crawl, and actually we not went where we had to crawl in. We just had to like go in to it. There was another cave and stuff like that. As we went into this cave through this door and stuff like that. The lights were blinking on and off. People were running, screaming, and stuff like that. And I was basically sitting on the floor for a moment. Then I got back up. Then I went down this tunnel into the small doorway, and I had to crawl down the small doorway, and I had to keep crawling into this tunnel because the tunnel was basically like this high. It was basically this high, and I was pretty much there. So I had to go through the tunnel like carefully, stuff like that. And 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 I eventually got through it, and I met up with my friend that was in the group. Then after that, we we fall in love with each other. We basically fall in love with each other, and and soon after we fall in love with each other, we started like kissing each other and stuff like that. We both kissed. Then I left, and I had to get out this tunnel and stuff like that. Then after I got out of the tunnel, uh, my friends were like mad at me that I kissed her, that I kissed the girl, and stuff like that. They were saying, "Why did you do it? Why did you kiss her?" And I just couldn't find the answer. Then it was time for us to go and stuff like that. And and we got back on the bus. And I sat by my friend, my other friend, which was a girl. Basically, I just sat by this girl. And and we drove back to the summer camp. And after we drove back to summer camp, we all got off the bus and waited for our parent for our daycare to come to get us because. And I forgot to mention this for this one important stuff about the group that had a daycare in 2009. It was huge. There was going to everyone at daycare going to Wolf. I think there was like 12 to 13 people. I think there was 8 or 10 people, I guess. That's how much that's how a lot of much the group was. The daycare group was at the time. It was so much that we had to sit in the back of the trunk of the car. That's how many kids they were and stuff like that. And we all got back to daycare, and after that few hours I went home and stuff like that. And I was thinking about what was going to be like in summer 2010, how my adventures are going to be. And 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 I already know I wasn't going to see the bully no more. He disappeared. I just never saw him again. Then I prepared for fourth grade, which was coming right after that. So after years later, I felt like being in that girl group wasn't a good idea. I should have picked another group to be in. I was thinking something like this in 2013, 2014, but but and I felt like I regret being in that group. But now, years later, I felt that was the best group just to be in and stuff like that. But anyways, that's it for this video. Uh, I'll be uploading the next video like 3 days from now. I mean, another 3 days from now, which will be another flashback video of past, my past life in 2015. So subscribe to my channel where I do do travel videos and make life story videos and tell about different stories I had in the past. So goodbye.